Yes, people, welcome to the Shoestring Budget Podcast. I'm your host as ever, JD, and I'm joined by my co-host, my boy Tom. How you doing, bro?
Living the life.
Living the dream.
That's it. Living the dream. Listening to Queen.
Absolutely, I like that. Good lad. So let's start. There's only one place to start, and that is the Manchester Derby tomorrow at Old Trafford, 12:30 kickoff. How are you feeling? How are your nerves?
I'm pretty confident. I
Yeah.
believe that we have a chance because, like I was saying, we have a great form at home, and this season, and Man City's away form, not so much this season. So, I'm pretty confident.
I like your confidence, bro. Big up to Craig in the comments. Hope you're good, mate. Yeah, I am. I don't know where I'm sitting. I'm in a weird position because
Your living
I'm
room? Maybe?
yeah, but I'm stuck in like a weird one because I'm like, on one hand, we're doing really well this year. Ten Hag has been the best manager since Fergie. It's all going well, but then
It's
there's
always
that.
Man City, though, isn't it?
To be fair, Man City, like in a way, I won't be gutted if we lose tomorrow because anybody on the day can lose to Manchester City. Let's be honest, anybody in the world can lose to Man City on the day. They are one of the best teams in the world, right? We're not. We're still in a rebuild technically. Now, just because Eric Ten Hag's done so well, like I'm not getting ahead of myself. I'm not like expecting him to win majority of his games. I still know deep down that this is a rebuild. Deep
Yeah,
down, I know that this is like a team that's struggling.
Yeah, we've still got losses to come. Obviously, we're going to lose games from time to time, but I'm just thinking, at the minute, I can't see us losing too many teams. And if it was going to be a team that we lost to, it probably would be Man City. But again, we saw Southampton the other night, bottom of the league,
Turned them over, didn't they?
completely battered them. Man City, for the first time, and I don't know how long, Man City didn't have a single shot on target. Now, if Southampton can keep them quiet like that, then why can't we?
I think it's capable. The only thing I think I'm trying to set myself up on because
Yeah.
like I didn't realize how many games we've gone unbeaten. Like I can't remember the last game that we lost. It's been that long ago.
Who was it?
I can't even remember. It was what?
Aston Villa when we lost 3-1, was it?
Aston Villa, which was before the World Cup.
Mm.
A week or two before the World Cup. So last October time. Like it's been that long. So for me, I'm like I'm not used to that anymore as a United fan.
This season we've beat Liverpool, who smashed us last season. We beat Arsenal, who smashed us last season. Man City, yeah, they've already kind of smashed us this season, but not at Old Trafford.
And
We're
it was a
back
team that
to
was still
our-
going through
Yeah,
a
yeah.
transition, even more of a transition than we're in now. Just gonna get some of these comments. Big up to Pete as well that's joined the comments. We'll win, no worries, JD. Is it 3-0? 3-0, I can feel it, I think Pete's gone with. I'm confident for tomorrow, says Craig. We've developed so much as a team. It's at Old Trafford. We have the momentum. City have been inconsistent. I'm going for a 2-0 win from Craig.
Have you just said Titty?
Titty?
Yeah, you said Titty have been inconsistent.
Oh, City have been inconsistent. I'm going for a 2-0 win. I'm playing that back because I'm sure I didn't. You just got me to say Titty.
I swear you said that.
Big up to K Dizzle as well. So, yeah, I get where the confidence is, and I love the confidence. I feel like this is just me. I'm preparing just in case the worst happens, and like I'm getting my excuses in. At the end of the day, we're in the transition against a very good Manchester City side. I think we can do it, and if we don't, we move. I'm so happy that we're finally in a position with a good manager and a quality team that he's building and a belief. I'm just happy to be there at this point, to be honest. If you'd have given me that at the start of the season, I would have took it hands off. Fourth in the table. Joint third, really.
Well, yeah, with a game in hand.
With a game in hand. Like, come on, man. After them first two games, if I told you come the end of January or mid-January, when we're going to be where we are, you'd bite my hand off.
Yeah, honestly, after them first two games, I was sat there thinking, oh my God, it's going to be another one of them seasons. And I cannot sit there and watch this team week in, week out for the rest of the season. And then we started winning games and we started getting better and better. And then Casemiro joined and we were just unreal. I know people can say, like, you know, we're going on an unbeaten run and say, like, oh, you've only beaten teams like Wolves, Bournemouth, Everton, Charlton, Sheriff. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter at all. They were the teams that would beat us last year.
Yeah, it does not matter at all because any team on their day can beat anybody. You know, like I say, Southampton beat Man City. Nobody would have ever seen that coming.
No.
Everton drew against Man City. Nobody ever would have saw that coming. So it's one of them. You know, you take what you take, and I'm still really, really confident about not just tomorrow, but about the rest of the season. I can see us winning at least 2 trophies this season.
Yeah, I don't think. Certainly the Carabao Cup, most likely the FA Cup as well, if not the Europa League, depending on what happens at Barcelona. Big up to Asif that's joined, as well as Disguised Red Panda. Thanks for joining tonight, guys. Please make sure you all smash a like on the video. The channel is really growing like a lot over the last few weeks, so please keep dropping them likes. You're helping us massively. K Dizzle's gone 2-0 to United. Craig's put, this is the first time in years that I'm confident going into a derby. I think that's my thing because I haven't felt confident in 10 years, probably 10 years. Going into a derby, but so there's like 10 years of doubt coming in with me as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think you've got to realise now at this stage you've got to have faith.
Yeah.
Because we're doing so well. Like, I saw a stat. It was like Ten Hag's the first Man United manager to win. He's the fastest Man United manager to get 20 wins in like so how long?
27 games.
Is that
20 wins, and he's had 20 wins in 27 games.
Yeah, and I feel like
last season we had 20 wins in 49.
Yeah, he's like the fastest to do that for.
I think ever. I think it's ever. I think he's the fastest Manchester United manager to win that many games as quickly as he has. But the guy is an enigma, man. He's done so well. Like, I'm so proud of where we're at. And I'm kind of like in a weird place where I'm like, I don't care what happens tomorrow because I'm happy with what he's done. And I know no matter what happens, we're going to keep moving forward. So it's a weird one. Pete's here, devastated that Weghorst won't be available. Wanted him to show Haaland how it's done. Yes, Pete. Haaland who? Haaland is gone.
Honestly, who even is he? Oh no, I shouldn't say that. Oh,
we're gonna have to clip this tomorrow.
For God's sake.
Pete, you led us up that path then.
No, Pete's absolutely had us right here because
He's
Haaland's might trick tomorrow.
So, based on what you were saying about Eric Ten Hag's start to the season and his win rate, I found an article earlier that compared what his current start to the Premier League rivals. So it compared Pep Guardiola, Mikel Arteta, which I don't think's important because he inherited a bad team, and Jurgen Klopp, who also inherited a pretty bad team. But from his first 25 games in charge in England, Ten Hag has a 72% win rate, which puts him far above the aforementioned trio. After the same amount of games in their debut season, Guardiola and Arteta both managed to sustain a 56% win rate, while Klopp had a 48% win rate. Now, I would argue that Manchester United, Eric Ten Hag, inherited just as bad a team as Liverpool were when Klopp took over. With this team, probably worse. I mean, this is a team that got 20 wins last season in 49 games.
Yeah, and we've got that now with not even half the season.
Exactly. So I really think no matter what happens tomorrow, I'm happy. To be honest.
Yeah, like if we lose or if we get battered or whatever, we can't then just go and say, oh, this is wrong, this is wrong. We know we still got to improve. We know we're still not there. So we still got to just look at it as we're still doing well. We still got to back everybody. If whether we win or lose. I mean, if we win, then we celebrate. If we lose,
oh yeah.
If we lose, then it is what it is. Carry on to the next game.
As long, all I want, and I know we'll get this, is for Manchester United to turn up. That's all I want. I want them to turn up, put in a performance. If we lose, we lose. If we win, party time. Just want to catch up.
Go on, sorry.
No, you carry on. Sorry, bro.
Because I was gonna say, like, if there's one team that I'm always expected to lose against at the minute, it's Man City. So if I lose against them, I'm not surprised. I'm not angry.
Look,
Yeah.
I think they are the best team on paper, and
They're
on
the
their
best
day,
team.
they're the best team in the
Well,
league.
in the world.
And yeah, probably in the world on their day.
Yeah.
They really are. So, just having a look here at some of the comments. Asif's put, our expectations for derby games are really flying high. That's a very good point, Asif. I'm optimistic about our team's strength to keep City at bay. We've got to keep Haaland at bay. That's the big challenge. If we can keep Erling Haaland quiet, I think we've got no problem. The only problem, the only issue I think we're going to have is our threat going forward. Now we've got Marcus Rashford, who is flying. Potentially Anthony Martial might be out. Obviously no Wout Weghorst for tomorrow. So you obviously said a front three. You're going with if Martial's not playing, you're going with Garnacho on the left, Rashford through the middle,
And Anthony on the right, yeah.
and Anthony on the right, which is a pretty good front three. Whether or not they've got the goals in them is another question. Obviously Rashford has.
I just think as long as they can provide the ball to Rashford, then just let him do what he's got to do and what he does best.
Yeah. Well, Pete's put here, Eric Ten Hag inherited the worst team out of all of them. I agree. Assist put, Sir Alex Ferguson has 54% win rate. Yeah, he had a really bad start to his time at United, to be fair. I met the guy, actually, Tim Robbins, I think his name was something like that. Mark Robbins, who they say saved Fergie's job. He scored a goal in the FA Cup, I think won the FA Cup, and that's what kept Ferguson his job. Craig's put here, if we beat City and Arsenal, are we in a title race?
100%. 100%. Why would we not be?
I think even if we lose to them, we're still in a title race, bro. I really do. I think we can go for this.
Because think about it. If we beat Man City, we beat Arsenal, and then when City play Arsenal, they draw.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we've took 6 points gained on them whilst they've only got 1. You know, and that'd make us overtake Man City, I think, and that'd probably put us like 3 points behind Arsenal.
And when you consider Arsenal have still got to play United, Liverpool, City, maybe Chelsea again,
Tottenham on the weekend.
Tottenham. There's some big games coming up now. I think we walked all over Tottenham last time. I think we can do the same. The only other team I really worry about, other than Liverpool, because I think Liverpool are going to start to pick things up eventually, but I think Arsenal, obviously, are the only other team I'm worried about in the league. I think everyone else we can deal with, other than obviously City and Arsenal.
Newcastle, maybe, on the day.
Yeah, Newcastle are all right. I think Newcastle are just a difficult team to break down. I don't think they're a team that's going to go and wipe the floor with you. I think they are a difficult team to break. Let's have a look here. Yeah, if we win the next 3 games, 100% win the title race, says Pete. Assis put big responsibility on Garnacho's shoulders. If he starts, indeed, it's huge responsibility for him. Fancy a big performance from Fernandes tomorrow, says Pete. It's going to have to be. Every player's going to have to perform at the highest level. And I think Old Trafford's going to be bouncing.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the atmosphere there, as of late, like, it's just been crazy. It's so good to see. If we beat City tomorrow, don't we go above City? I think we're behind.
I'm looking at it now. If we beat City tomorrow, we go on 38 points and they are on 39.
Yeah, I think it's a point behind, but we've got a game. No, we haven't got a game in hand on them, then, have we?
And on Newcastle, who we're on the same points with. But then if we beat City tomorrow, that puts us only 6 points below Arsenal.
Wow. Have we played the same amount of games as City?
Yep.
So yeah, that puts us in a point of Man City. Wow. Craig's put here, if Ten Hag wins us the title this season, he deserves a statue. He deserves more than a statue. I think we should rename Old Trafford Ten Hag Trafford or Eric Trafford Stadium or something like that.
Old Tog.
Old Tog. I like it. I'm petitioning that. I like that. Assis put here, don't forget... Oh yeah, Newcastle in there too, guys. The oil money made Newcastle pretty competitive. The thing is with Newcastle, I've seen a few of their interviews, whether or not this holds true, they do have to be very careful of FFP. Now they're very close to breaching FFP, and because they're in a Champions League position, it's not worth it. So Maybe in a couple of seasons, well, definitely in a couple of seasons, we're going to see some big moves from them. But as of now,
The Carabao Cup's Newcastle's cup to lose.
that's it. I think the Carabao Cup is the only thing I'm keeping an eye on Newcastle for. I don't think in the league they've got the legs to sustain it. I could be wrong, but that's just my gut feeling. Now, something that gives me a bit of confidence, and first let me just say thank you to everyone in the comments because everybody's so confident. And I've not seen that in years going into a Manchester derby.
I know that's just when you know something's going on.
It's something's good in the fan base, and again, you don't see that often. So fair play. Also, the amount of mind games. I don't know if you've seen this, bro. The amount of mind games from Pep Guardiola, from Man City players, from Ilkay Gundogan. They are really trying to wind things up now, which makes me think they're scared.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
So Pep's come out and said he's got a crazy plan.
When have we seen this from them before?
Never seen this. They just come out and say, "Oh, they're a team that are going to come back, and you've always got to watch out for United." But now it's like, I've got a crazy plan to deal with.
No, you actually have to watch out for United.
Well, now they're saying, okay, Gundogan came out and said about how good Manchester United are, and we're playing better, and we're a difficult team to play against, and all this. And I'm like, you've never ever bigged us up before like that.
How can you say we're a difficult team to play against when every time you've played us, you've absolutely rattled us?
Exactly.
You smashed 6 goals past us.
Yeah, I think they're scared. I think they know the tide is shifting now in Manchester. And like Eric Ten Hag said,
I'm so glad it's at Old Trafford and not the Etihad. I'm so glad we got the Etihad game out of the way.
When we were in a bit of a transition.
Yeah, now we're in such a better place. I'm so glad the game's at Old Trafford.
Yeah. FA Cup, Carabao Cup, and Bangkok Cup. That's hard to say. Try saying that fast.
Bangkok Cup.
You did it better than me. FA Cup, Carabao Cup, and Bangkok Cup. Aren't we in for the treble since '99? Well, no, because as Pete's put underneath, we're on for the quadruple at the moment, including the Bangkok Cup. As if. So yeah, we could obviously get the
we're on for
Carabao.
5.
We're on for 5 Carabao, FA Cup, Premier League, Europa League, and we've already won the Bangkok.
No, realistically, we're on for 6 because if we win the Europa League, you play the winners of the Champions League and the Super Cup. And
imagine.
And 7 trophies because the winners of the FA Cup play the winners of the Premier League and the Community Shield.
Imagine if just imagine the scenes. Like, I don't even care. That's the best achievement in football history. It's going to happen. We can win every competition. We're in 100%, says Pete. Agreed. And Assis put Pep also admitted United is coming back early this season.
Yeah, but that's just him playing his mind games.
I think he knows that he's in for a fight tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think we put up a fight against him in the Etihad game, but we weren't ready to go toe-to-toe with him then. I still don't feel like we are now, but I feel like we're in a better place. And in a couple of seasons, even next season, I think we'll be toe-to-toe competing. So, last but not least for tonight, to wrap things up, I'll do a couple more subjects, but predicted scoreline for you tomorrow.
2-1.
2-1.
I can see City scoring, but I can also see us scoring.
Okay. I'm going to go with a 2-1. I like the optimism. I just worry where the goals are coming from. That's the only thing. If Martial's out, I know Martial hasn't been in great goal-scoring form, but he's still a striker. He's still someone that can score goals.
If Rashford gets a goal, he's going to get more.
Mm-hmm.
He always does. He gets 1 and he gets 2.
He gets hungry then, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's it. He has a taste for it.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. If anyone's got anything they want to discuss, drop it in the comments. But yeah, I think a 2-1's I think 2-1's a fair one, to be honest, man.
Yeah, Asif's gone for a 2-1.
Fingers crossed. But, like, I know we kind of touched on this, but if we lose tomorrow, or things don't go our way tomorrow, so far, how are your feelings on where we're at?
I'm happy.
Are you shocked, or are you, like...
I'm shocked, but
Yeah.
I'm also very happy because being a United fan the last 10 years, it's been so dreadful. I mean, I know we won the Carabao Cup in 2019, was it?
No, I think it was. Was it?
No, sorry. When was it now?
It was about 5 years ago. It was Jose, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I don't even know what year we're in anymore. Because of that, as soon as the pandemic happened, I lost all track of time.
Yeah. And obviously, we won the Europa League as well in 2017, but like nothing has kind of felt right since. So, and even though we've had managers, even winning the Europa League in 2017, it still didn't feel right. Do you get what I'm saying?
For Manchester United.
Yeah, but now that's the expectation and the level that we've come. But now it feels like we can win that and also do more.
Yeah.
So I'm quite happy with how we are at the minute because I know we're just going to keep improving, especially if the club gets sold.
Yeah, that's the big thing. That is the ultimate. I think if we get sold, there's a lot of talk. In particular, a lot of talk today. I don't know if you've seen.
We should really be worried.
Yeah, I think if the rumours are true, there's been a lot came out today.
Sold to Dubai.
Dubai, yeah, that's like we hear stuff throughout the week, but today in particular, there must have been about 7 or 8 articles about Dubai. So we need to do some digging on that. But yeah, that would be big. That would be mega if we could do something. But yeah, for me, I've got nothing else I want to discuss. How about you? Got anything else?
No, not really. I'm quite like I say. I mean, we'll soon see because obviously you're doing a watch along tomorrow for the game.
Indeed, 12:15.
Hopefully, it'll be a happy watch along.
One more thing before you go. It's pretty much set in stone, I think. But give me a starting 11.
Ooh. Difficult decisions, this one. No, we're going to go obviously De Gea in goal, Wan-Bissaka, Varane, Martinez, and Luke Shaw.
On that note, Wan-Bissaka, what a turnaround!
Yeah,
fair play to him and Eric Ten Hag on that.
Because I was full on selling Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, we don't need to look for another right back. He could be our starter. Obviously, I'm not saying bad on Dallo, but Wan-Bissaka recently has been quality.
It's so funny because I started the season off really like, why are we playing Dallo? Like, I can't stand Dallo. Or I wanted Aaron Wan-Bissaka in. Then Aaron Wan-Bissaka came in for a few games and he was absolute dross. And I'm like, oh no, he needs to go. This system doesn't suit him. Kind of come full circle again now. Like,
yeah.
Still love Dalot. I think Dalot's season's been unreal this year. But yeah, I just thought that's an interesting one about Wan-Bissaka. But carry on into your...
The one-on-one, he's top.
Man, he's unstoppable.
And then, obviously, middle, it's probably, as it is, Casemiro, Eriksen, and Bruno.
Mm-hmm.
Then, obviously, my front three, I'm going to go for what I said earlier. Garnacho left, Rashford up top, and Anthony on the right.
I think so.
Would you change anything there? Or?
I think that's our set in stone 11, to be honest. I think, other than obviously the injuries to Dalot and Martial, if Martial is fit, if he's able to play, obviously I'd stick him in. But other than that, I'm excited to see Garnacho. He'd go up against Walker, I think. Someone like that. Walker, wouldn't he be up against?
I hope Palistri's on the bench.
Palestri, man, what a performance he put in the other day.
Yeah.
I was screaming for him.
Because I see loads of comments which I fully agree with. He did more in 5 minutes than we've seen Elanga do all season.
Don't even get me started on Elanga, bro.
What Elanga needs is what Diallo's had, a loan.
Yeah.
A good loan at a decent club, probably championship level. And I mean, Stoke are looking pretty rough at the minute. They're losing all their players.
We'll put a word in and say, look, there's a lad called Elanga in Manchester. We'll go and sign him.
Yeah, that's it, huh?
No, I agree. Let's have a look at these comments. Craig's put here, Besiktas have confirmed that we signed Weghorst.
Yeah, welcome, Craig. Welcome to the club of we already knew.
Wow. Wow.
I'm not even sorry.
Some serious shade there, Craig. Don't stand for that. And Asin's put here, felt great to know about the Casemiro text. His agent. Yeah, I saw this. Did you see about the Casemiro text?
True.
I don't think it's true, but it's still funny. I like the fact that someone's written that down.
If it is true, then fair enough. But I don't think it is.
I'd be very shocked if it was true. He seems too classy for that, but still, I like it. Nothing beats a bit of Casemiro shithouse.
Casemiro seems to me extremely happy and comfortable at United.
Loves it. You can tell when he scores how passionate he is in front of the fans, and yeah, he loves it. I've never seen a player come to Old Trafford and just embrace it like he has. He absolutely loves it. It's great. And Craig's put, it's nice to have an official confirmation. It is actually, to be honest, because I saw something and it was confirmed 3 days ago, and then it was like, oh no, it's been stalled. Now we've got to pay something. Now we've got to do this. Now we've got to do that. It was ridiculous. So yeah, I know what you mean, Craig. I'm going to be polite. Thank you for the official confirmation. Ignore this guy.
Whatever, bro.
Ignore this guy. Goldbridge talked about it on his stream. Oh, if Goldbridge says it, I mean, Goldbridge, to be fair, I don't know how his track record's like. Everything I've seen of Goldbridge, it does seem to be fairly legit. Like, he does have good contacts, so we'll take it as well. I enjoyed it anyway, regardless of whether it's true or not. I enjoyed the comment. Graham Potter. Stay or should he go?
He should stay.
I saw the best comment.
For the benefit of the Premier League, he should stay.
I saw the best tweet. I think it was on Twitter. It said something like, "I haven't seen a Potter suffer this badly since Voldemort murdered Harry's parents." Oh man, I was nearly dead. I nearly died. It was fantastic, but what a mess.
That's
but so sorry for him.
That's why we need to get Kieran on here, to be honest.
So, if any of you remember our podcast with Kieran, I did a couple of podcasts just before the Chelsea game.
When the podcast very first started, it was me, Jord, Kieran, and Dwight. Now it's just me and Jord. Kieran was the only one out of us three that wasn't a Man United fan. He was a Chelsea fan.
And he was going to bring balance to the force. Yeah.
Deluded.
So he was the one that said about Kepa being better than De Gea, and that caused an absolute storm. But we're definitely going to get him back on because we said about revising our predictions from the start of the season. I think Chelsea were top 3 guaranteed. Man United were 5th, 6th on some people's lists.
They just weren't as committed as us.
That's it. We put in the graft.
Yeah.
We put in the graft. But yeah, it's going to be funny. As is put here, we should write a song to inspire Potter to stay. As if that is your homework, man. That's what you need to do. Write him a song and post it on the Chelsea Twitter page, and we'll like it, all right?
Yeah, tweet him.
Tweet it, and we'll drop you a like.
Because it seems like he's not doing anything else in its time.
I think he'd enjoy that, to be honest. But,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So that's everything from us, and make sure you join me tomorrow, 12:15. I'll be starting the Manchester United v Man City watch along. The link is not in the description, but I'll put it in the description. Make sure every single person, please just take a second out of your day, drop a like on this post, on this podcast. Just keeps the numbers flowing, all that good stuff. And we will see you on the next one, and hopefully you'll get to see me excited tomorrow.
Yeah, hopefully the next one is United smash City.
That's what I'm hoping. I can't wait. See you later on the next one, guys. Peace.
Peace.